Hello, we are doing a video on how to do a running record. My name is Candy Gonzalez and I have my daughter, Amani, over here. She is actually going into 4th grade, so we are trying to figure out what level she is at. We think she might be at a level O, so that's where we're going to start right now. So I go to my files and I find my level O. She gets the plastic copy. Now level O is just passages. It is not books. They are long passages. Okay, so that is her copy. Monty, will you come sit up front over here? And then the teacher copy, you see running records, is actually, it has the level not by the letter, but the number. I usually write the level there. It has words read, which means how many words are in the story. Here's the title, and then here's where you would put their name. And then it has the same passage as they are reading. Now this is not timed, so she can take her time, but there are a few cues that I do while reading with the students. Okay, Amani, this is a story about a boy who saw a strange light outside his window. And it's called Night Light. Okay, have you read the story before? Say no for the camera.
No.
Okay, so go ahead and so you are a reader now. So when you read, you no longer use your finger, right? But what do you use to track? Posture, please. What do you use to track your letters or your words? Just your eyes? Can you say that for the camera?
My eyes.
Okay, thank you. All right. When you are ready to read, go ahead. And if you need help with the word, I will help you. Okay? If you can, please try to speak up for the camera.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Maxwell woke up suddenly. What was that sound? He kept perfectly still and listened, but he could not hear anything else. Then he noticed a beam of light move slowly across his bedroom floor, as if a car with its headlights on was passing the window. Only the light was green. Then the beam swept back from the opposite direction. How could it be a car headlights? Max lived in an apartment, and his room was on the 18th floor. Max leaped out of bed and ran to the window to look out. Floating in the air was an oval-shaped silver spaceship with green lights glowing from its surface. At one end was a headlight shining toward his window. As he stared without moving, Max thought he could see the shape of a small creature guiding the light toward him. The creature had large, round, pale eyes, and when Max looked at him, their eyes met. For a long, quiet moment, the two stared at each other. Then suddenly the light went out, and Max found himself looking out over the familiar view of the city. Lights twinkled below, and the sound of late night traffic rose to his ears. No spaceship, no light, no little person. But as Max climbed slowly back into bed, he knew what he had seen.
Okay, my dear, very well. First of all, before we talk about your reading, I'm going to ask you some questions. And these running records come with 2 comprehension questions. Usually it would be on the back of the running record sheet. This one actually has them here. Monty, go ahead, read number 1.
What caused Max to wake up?
What caused Max to wake up?
The light outside, a green light that was outside.
Okay, very good. Now, on the running record, on the other side, has the questions, and it has boxes that you can check. I kind of just jot down a few quick notes of what they said. Usually, if it's in their own words, it answers a question, I'm great with that. Okay, go ahead and read number 2 for me.
Do you think what Max saw could be real? Why?
Do you think what Max saw could be real?
Yes.
Why?
Because it wasn't a spaceship or a tiny person. It was just a light that was outside.
You think, okay, so you think it could have been his imagination?
But it was just like a light.
Okay, but you're not understanding the question. It says, do you think what Max saw could be real? So
No.
he saw a spaceship, right? What else did he see?
A little person.
Okay. Could those be real? No, why not? Is there such thing as spaceships or aliens?
No.
No? Okay. All right, well, good. I mean, that's your opinion, and you answered the question, and you went back to the story, and you said what was in the story, so I'm good with that. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some reading tips and reading errors. Now, based on what you see here, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell her what I saw. Hopefully what you see is not backwards as well. If you can see over here in these columns, E stands for error, SC stands for self-correction, and then these would be like the percentages of their, or the totals. If you can see closely with errors, I only marked 2. And then if you can see, she actually had a lot of self-corrections. This reader reads really fast, which is fine because you see the SC, the self-corrections, she went back and corrected herself. She did not let it change the meaning of the story, so that's okay. However, if we had like 5 self-corrections per line, that would be her slowing down, and that would not be a fluent reader. Okay, Amani, right here, I'll go ahead and show you. You corrected yourself right here because you said, how could it be a car headlights? And you said, how could it be car headlights? So you corrected yourself. That was good. You almost passed the 18th floor, but you went back and corrected yourself. Very good. Now over here, the word said towards. And you just said toward. Now that is, it's just, anybody could make that mistake. And it just means you need to just slow down a little tiny bit, okay? Because that doesn't change the story. Helping, what does it say? Headlight shining towards his window or toward his window. Toward actually kind of sounds better than towards. And then the error down here was you just left off this word, and it said, but as Max climbed slowly back into his bed, you said, but as Max climbed slowly back into bed. So that doesn't change the story, but you did skip over a word. And that's just because you were reading really, really fast. Okay, so you just had 2 errors on here. It did not affect any of the reading. You were able to answer the question. So we're going to go up to a level P, and see how you do on a level P, okay? And I'm just going to pause the video